the fam, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.
Hello, welcome to my channel. If you clicked on my video for the very first time, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. My name is Billy Joe, and this channel is Spiritual Guidance and Tarot with Billy Joe. So I have had a lot of comments. I've had some emails sent to me about the singing bowl and people wanting me to start using the singing bowl. So you may see this quite a bit. I'm just going to probably just record this little loop here and add it to the front of all the readings so that way it can assist you. Excuse me. So before we get started with our pick a card, and of course most of you who are regular viewers of my videos know that most of my videos have to do with feelings and love and relationships. So before we get out the cards in the different piles for this particular reading, let's go ahead and clear our energy. So different ways that we can do that is you can burn sage, you can burn Palo Santo, a singing bowl, or even a bell. So we're going to do that now. You can also use frequency tones or binaural beats. I have some playing in the background. Of course, I always choose those that are uncopyrighted. The particular one that's playing right now is, I'll put a link down below for it. Awaken Healing Energy, Deepest Healing Music. It's 528 Hertz, Miracle Healing Frequency. So if you wanted to look the 528 Hertz up and find different frequencies that resonate with you more, then that is a lovely thing to do. So I'm just going to clear the energy. I'm going to burn my big fatty here. And it's good to sometimes cleanse your bowl as well and cleanse your tools. Keep them nice and cleansed. You can do this also with full moon energy. We did have just had the full moon in Aries. So I don't know any of y'all, but any other divine feminines out there, but I know that I felt the full moon energy impacted me very heavily. And many of you may have noticed I didn't do any lives this weekend, and it's because I was having to process my own emotions that were coming up, and it was really hard. So I'm sure a lot of you watching that resonate with my channel probably went through the same thing, because Aries is a force to be reckoned with, and it does bring up the deep-seated, very painful things for you to face and deal with so that you can transform. So we're burning sage, we're releasing any negative attachments, any negative energies. We're cleansing our aura, our energy field. You can use a bell. Bells are very good. They're used in all different kinds of cultures, religions, and spiritual practices. This is one I just found. I had a hard time finding a bell that resonated with my energy, that helped me feel it. So different bells have different tones. This one helps me feel like I'm being cleansed, and that my cards and my tools are being cleansed. So just allow it to resonate through you. And then we have the bowl, which is my favorite. So I'm just going to pop it a few times, and each time I do, allow the vibration to resonate. Allow yourself to feel it, and allow it to sink into you, so that way it can vibrate, kind of like, an earthquake knocks things loose. Allow the vibrations to knock anything that's attached to you loose, so that way it can be healed and processed. Okay, so on my countdown, 3, 2, 1. And then the last one, I'm just going to resonate with the wand here. Okay. That feels so much better. I can't even tell you. My singing bowl, I've had people email me and ask me. I got mine. You can get yours. You can get them off of Amazon or anything. I got mine from a store in the mall in Little Rock called, what is that? Well, you know what? It left me, so I guess it's not important. But you can find them all over the place. Some imports. It's not Pure One imports. It's some other, I don't even remember. But anyways. Okay, so I'm fixing to pause the video and get started and move over to the piles. I'm going to move over to the table. And so what I'm asking you to do is to close your eyes and take several deep breaths. Take a breath in. That way you can cleanse and release any negativity, and keep your eyes closed until I tell you to open your eyes. And when I tell you to open your eyes, that's the first pile you're drawn to is your pile. And remember that when you close your eyes and you take your deep breaths, think about your breath work and release any thoughts, any fears, anything you have attached. And once you release that out your breath, when you take in your next breath, think of your person. Okay? And continue to do that until I tell you to open your eyes. Hello, welcome to my video. Thank you for clicking on it. My name is Billy Joe. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to support my videos. So this pick a card reading is looking into what's really going on in this connection. What's going on with your person? Let's dig in really deep. As you can see, I went ahead and shuffled these out, and they're pretty thick. There's quite a bit of different decks I use with this. So these may be long readings. I don't know yet. But just in case, do make sure you sit with your favorite cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever. Get comfortable, sit back and relax. I do have a little bit of a cold. I have some congestion going on right now. It is change of the weather here in Arkansas. So, and there's a lot of I get allergies at this time of the year. So just please bear with me. So we have 3 piles. Pile 1 is with the mermaid. Beautiful little ornament here. It says salty kisses, starfish wishes. Pile 2 is with the heart-shaped bookmark. And pile 3 is with the little ornament thing that says life is a balancing act. Pink flamingos. So I will meet you at your pile. Don't forget, if you need any information about me or if you need to know the timestamps, all that's in the description box. I do have a special that I just started from now until the remainder of October. If you'd like to purchase a personal reading from me, those are only $25 right now for a 30-minute personal reading. Information on how to contact me for that is in the description box. Thank you so much. I will meet you there. Okay, hello. If you chose pile option number 1 with the beautiful mermaid. So let's take a look and see what's going on with your connection with your person. You know, we're going to dig deep, try and do a little detective work here. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see how your person's thinking about you and the connection. We're going to look and see if there's any triggers coming up. How they feel about you, and then any information extra that Spirit feels that you may need to know. So let's get started. Let's dig in. So we have the 5 of water, the 6 of air, the Ace of water, the Axe, Passion, Love Call, the Sword and Rose, Transformation, Soulmate. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. So with the 5 of Cups, this lets me know there's some serious fears that is coming up for the both of you in this connection. And Spirit says, of course, with this card, you know, it's always a message of releasing those fears and learning to just go with the flow instead of worrying about what might happen and things that haven't even happened yet. You know, just kind of go with the flow. We have the 6 of air here. Just let me blow my nose. Sorry about that. I may have to pause the video occasionally. So anyways, as we were saying, you've got fears, both of you do, that's coming up in this connection. Quite possibly because we have Axe here that shows, now for some of you, you may have broken up, but I'm mostly sensing a separation, fear of abandonment coming up. But with the 6 of air here, this is telling me that basically to kind of really objectively look at the situation, step out of those fears, and learn to compromise if you need to compromise with this person. This connection may call for some compromising. Mostly, though, it speaks about, you know, stepping out of your fear and going with the flow. Again, that's the main connection with, especially with these two together, because with the Ace of water here, this is a loving connection. Now, for some of you, because it is the Ace of water, this is either a new love blossoming, or for others of you, because I feel like for the majority of you watching, since we have the separation call here, it's telling me that possibly a new level of love is coming in, is starting to, you know, it's the beginning of it. It's starting to blossom. Possibly you have been in some type of separation. However, this, you know, and especially we have transformation here. So something new is brewing with this connection. And it's something passionate. It's something full of love. We have the Sword and Rose. So there's some truths coming to light. Some clarity between you and this person. Once you step out of fear and start to actually listen to intuition and listen to your heart, you really know that this is actually a true love connection. This is your soulmate. So we have the 39, the heart, the 9 of diamonds, the number 16, the ship, the 9 of hearts, the number 15, the letter, the king of diamonds. So for those of you that's been in separation, which of course I really think all of you or most of you that's watching this are in separation, do know that this connection is full of love, that it is moving towards something more stable, more committed, a more deeper expression of love, especially with the letter here. So there's going to be words exchanged through communication, such as letters, text messages, emails. Some even may actually verbally communicate, but that I don't really see much of that happen since it is the letter. It's like, you know, sometimes it's easier for us to write our emotions down to get them clear and stable. And that's just the kind of feeling I get. For some of you, you are going to get it verbally, but through a phone call, maybe not through face-to-face is what I'm seeing. We have back to the past, thinking about the past. So this is, again, you know, each of you both thinking about the good times and the bad times you've had together, thinking about, you know, learning from anything from the past so that way you can move forward. We have surrender. Spirit will guide your soul. So I'm getting that you both are learning to surrender to this connection. Advanced spiritual abilities. As you come closer, you both are opening up to your evolution, through the evolution of your soul journey. Y'all are starting to experience an awakening, is what I'm sensing. We have lone wolf. I walk a path alone. So you or your person, quite possibly both of you, if you're mirroring each other, are quite used to being independent, not surrendering to a connection, not having to worry about anyone else's feelings but your own. But of course, now that you're surrendering, you know, this is changes. Of course, we have transformation here. But where your person probably was a lone wolf in the past, now they're opening up to new experiences. They're willing to open up and seeing this connection as an adventure. We have divine downloads, messages from spirit. So I'm getting there, even though they're used to being alone, and don't think alone is lonely. It's not. People tend to get accustomed to being by themselves. But now they're getting pushes from spirit. They're getting prompts. They're feeling tugged to move towards this journey and to start strategizing their next move, where they want to go. So let's see what they're being triggered. What's being triggered? So we have the number 10, the wheel, misfortune. So this tells me that quite possibly, because the little clock is smashed here, is that a compass or a watch? It looks like a wristwatch. But you know, the Wheel of Fortune usually is about destiny and things moving in a more positive direction. But with it coming up as the misfortune, quite possibly they're being triggered thinking that they're never going to get this chance to be with you. They're never going to get a chance for something better to improve their situation. And it's clarified by the number 42, wide open, and the number 23, golden palace. So wide open talks about surrendering to better opportunities. So quite possibly they don't feel like they're going to be, it's just a real strong sense of possibly this person feels, this is real strong Scorpio energy to me, because it's like feeling like they've had nothing but bad luck, and that they're not going to bring, they're going to bring you bad luck. And they have such bad luck that they're not going to be given this opportunity to embrace a future with you, and have you as this treasure, this beautiful connection with you, and they just feel like something bad is going to happen to ruin it. So let's look and see what they think about you and the connection. So we have the Page of Cups, the World, the Four of Cups, the Devil. So with these together, let's see. This tells me that they have this, again, that's that same energy with the very first cards, with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Water. So with the Page of Cups, it's like they're starting to realize that they have these romantic feelings for you. And with the World here, it's like, so the way they previously thought about this connection and thought about you is changing. It's evolving. So the way it was, the cycle was in the previous, is starting to change. It's the end of a cycle. So it's an end of a cycle. And especially when they're starting to realize, hey, you know, for some of y'all, it's like, they're sensing, you know, they always felt like you had a strong friendship. You had some type of bond, but they're just now starting to realize, you know, it's like this new cycle starting, the end of an old cycle, and a new cycle starting, where they're starting to realize, I've actually got feelings for this person. So they're at this point where they're wanting to open up and explore where these romantic feelings are going to lead. However, they still, with the Four of Cups, they still have this strong feeling of, and these, especially with the Devil here, it's like these fears are coming up that they're not going to be good enough. They're not going to have anything to offer you. You look, they feel like their cup is empty. Why, quite possibly, there might be, it's like they're empty and your cup is full, and they're not realizing that you're soulmates up here. It's like they're too stuck in their fear. Also, there is this sense of codependency, and with codependency, we often see fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. So those are coming up in their thoughts. We have release, waning crescent. So this tells me they are trying to, at this time, possibly because it is the end of a cycle, they're trying to release those fears and those doubts that's coming up. So that way they can make room for something more positive, more stable. They can make room for trust. It says egg moon. So they're making more room. They're releasing those fears so they can make room for trust. So they can surrender to this connection. We have, I miss your warmth, cold shoulder. So a lot of you that are in separation, your person does miss you. We have thirsty. You have no idea how badly I want to taste you. So your person craves you. They miss you so much that this is a strong longing. We have, I am ready for you. They may have denied you in the past or rejected an offer you gave them in the past, and now they are ready. Now they've transformed. Now this is a new cycle, and this new cycle brings this dawning love and connection. I will hunt you down. They realize they're not willing to ever let you go. And we have, I am full of rage. I will sabotage our connection. There's still that tinge of fear, tinge of feeling not good enough, kind of still lingering here. So let's look and see how your person feels about you. So we have the Six of Shells. It says joy. Six of Shells is six of water. Six of water. So this person feels that you are their soulmate. They feel that your soul and their soul have known each other for a very long time. They feel possibly that you have had past lives together. They feel that you are home. You are home to them. We have the Hermit, introspection. So that is strong Virgo energy. And that is, even though they feel such a strong bond with you, it's like they still feel like there's more to learn about this connection. Also, with these two together, this is telling me they feel like this is a strong soulmate, high-level soulmate or twin flame. They may have actually researched twin flame, and they feel that you are their counterpart. You're their divine feminine or you're their divine masculine. But they feel it is a strong spiritual connection. We have, you deserve love. You are lovable. So when I see this card, first of all, they feel that that you deserve love, that you are very loving and very, they cherish you. Also, when I see this card, I think of Cupid's arrow. So they feel that love has struck them. Cupid had struck them with the arrow. Then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Quite possibly, again, that sense of feeling that you already have everything. They have you up on a pedestal and they don't feel like they have anything of value to offer you. Also, for some of you, sensing that some of you may actually have financially helped this person in the past. Only take the messages that resonate for you. If you haven't done that, this message doesn't apply to you. But for those of you who have helped this person in the past, I'm just sensing this great sense of gratitude. But also the fact that you help them also forms like this this blockage, this obstacle for you, because it kind of makes them feel, if they're a man, like demasculated, makes them feel like they owe you, and they don't want to. They want to come from a place of pure love and gratitude and appreciation and not feel like they owe it to feel that way. So make sure you're not doing that. Don't form that blockage. because they already have those fears and doubts that they're not good enough. And then we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So, of course, this connection is teaching them about unconditional love, teaching them that this is a love unlike anything they've ever experienced before. And they are actually learning how to ascend and evolve in true love and unconditional agape love. We have close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So they're learning that it doesn't matter what it appears like on the outside. You know, this is a feeling of shifting a paradigm. This is shifting your programmed beliefs. Your thought patterns and how you used to view relationships and connections. And no matter what the circumstances are, they may be in some type of karmic debt that they're paying right now. And it's like they're learning that even though they're serving their debt or stuck in this debt or stuck in a situation, maybe it's a third party situation, and doesn't mean it's a person, it could be a situation. And they're learning that they deserve love too. They deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be loved. And they're realizing these things. We have look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So they're learning to look inside and realize, hey, number one, I deserve happiness. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to have joy. And they're starting to examine, why do they feel less than? And it's starting to make them evaluate things. Their heart is transforming. It's this transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Then we have power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. They realize that if you wanted to actually leave them, you would have already done so, and vice versa. They're starting to realize that, where they've thought that possibly they couldn't offer you anything in the past, where they felt that they weren't worthy of your love, they're starting to realize that you love them for them, that you don't want them because you need them, but you want them because you want them. You love them because you love them. We have discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Look how this connection is evolving and shifting. How your person is evolving and shifting. How this love is changing them. So we have dinner at my place, movie at my place. For some of you, your person's going to be inviting you over soon. We have in a few weeks. So this may happen in a few weeks. We have email that goes along back with that letter card. We have weekend getaway. So they may be inviting you soon to, possibly get together, and maybe they want to. I'm getting that for the majority of you, it's just some form of them reaching out to demonstrate how they love you, how they care about you, how much they appreciate you. And they're going to do this through action. So, messages that Spirit wants you to know at this time. We have the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Coins, the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Coins. So, Spirit wants you to know that it is time to walk away from thoughts and behaviors and patterns that no longer serve you. And as you walk away from these things that don't serve you, these negative beliefs, this negative self-talk, these behavior patterns that don't serve you, these fears of abandonment and rejection, as you and your person walk away and heal these things, it's going to cause you to come into more balance with each other and yourselves. First with yourself and then with each other. You have to heal these limiting beliefs that you have. You have to do this within yourself first. You have to do all this work within yourself first before you or your person can do it together. So as within, so without. So as you do it within, then it evolves outward. We have New Moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. And then your final card, we have number 39, Destiny. I want forever with you. Look at that. That is a beautiful conclusion to pile number 1. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment. Every time you comment, I do add your name to the raffle. And at the end of every month, I do a raffle to give away a free 30-minute personal reading. Namaste. Okay, hello, pile number 2. Those of you who chose the heart-shaped bookmark. I love bookmarks. I read a lot of books, so, and, oh, that reminds me, because on my Amazon, I have the Amazon link for, like, the tarot and oracle cards, but I also have books in there, like spirituality books and stuff I've read, but anyways, enough about that. Let's look and see what's going on with you and your connection. Please excuse me. I have a cold, an allergy cold, with the change of the weather here in Arkansas. So you should see my nose is like beet red. It hurts so bad from blowing my nose so much. So I may have to pause the video occasionally. So let's look and see what's going on with you and your person. So we have the 6 of Earth, the 3 of Earth, the 2 of Air, the Queen of Fire, and Body and Mind. We'll get some more here in a little bit. So, the 6 of Earth in this deck talks about, this is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and it talks about caring connection, servitude to others out of love, and often talks about service to family. So this is a connection of that. You know, and it's funny because it looks like he's carrying this burden and it's chained to him. But he's got a smile on his face. He's carrying fruit. You know, this is doing things for each other out of love, out of respect. You know, no burden is too heavy when you're doing it out of love. You know, it talks about 3 of Earth, those seeds being planted. You know, wanting to put down roots for your future. Wanting to grow something together. So, the 2 of Air in this deck. Of course, you have the scales. Equally balanced connection with the masculine and the feminine energies. This card speaks about duality and polarity. The illusion of duality. To me, in this deck, this to me is a twin flame card for me. This is my indicator. This is a strong connection where you balance each other out. This is you coming together. From what I see, it's like y'all are building a connection, loving connection towards union in this pile. And then we have the Queen of Fire. There's passion here. We have the Queen of Fire and the body mind, which is the 11 of air. So if you look at these, it's just absolutely beautiful. This is a lot of passion, a lot of, a lot of care in this connection. Being devoted to each other. Body and mind. This is, to me, this talks about ascension. And helping each other ascend and evolve to higher levels, higher densities. We have clock, kisses, sunglasses, heartbroken. So let me address the heartbroken first, because what I'm sensing is quite possibly y'all have been triggered. For some of you, you're in separation, some type of physical separation right now. I don't feel like this is a future thing. I feel like this is something that is either currently happening, like a separation, but like the heartbreak, I feel like this is a past event. Something that's happened in the past. Either that you've done to each other, or you've triggered in each other, something that's coming up to heal. Maybe even past heartbreak from past relationships that's not anything to do with either of each other. I just feel like it's something that is being triggered to heal. And of course, if this is definitely a twin flame, you would know this. You would intuitively feel that. And you would feel, it is my belief that, for example, if I say the word twin flame, the person you think of, intuitively, you know who your twin flame is. And the point is to evolve and to heal. And it's a journey to come into self-love for yourself. And you have to trigger each other. Triggers are important. If you don't trigger, you don't evolve. Because you have to be able to step outside the box and look and see what needs to be healed, why this is coming up to be healed, and where does it actually truly come from. So that way you can purge it and evolve and ascend higher. So also we have the clock here, which tells me that, this does happen in divine timing. Union will happen in divine timing. However, it is an unconditional connection. It's unconditional love. It's true love. It's, no matter what, you have each other in your heart. Sunglasses tells me that you or your person is intently watching the other one. Very intently. Your person may be watching your social media. If you have a YouTube, they watch your YouTube channel. They may do it on the down low and you not even know that they're there. But they're keeping their eye on you. You may be doing the same too. So we have end of learning cycle. So this tells me that quite possibly if you've been in a separation caused by triggering each other, that cycle of learning, that cycle of triggers, all that stuff, that pain that you've been coming up to heal, you've progressed that, you've healed that, and now that cycle is over. So now it's time to prepare for some changes. So these changes, we have moving on, escape. So some of you are moving on past this past phase where you've been triggered and healed, having to heal that. Maybe some of you have felt like you've been ghosted or rejected, and now that you're healing that and purging it, that now changes can come in. We have spiritual and enlightenment. So this of course leads to a higher ascension, as I was already saying. We have karmic bond. This is a soul contract. In this deck, I take that to mean a soul contract. You have a contract you signed for each other before you even incarnated in this lifetime. Your dreams are coming true. Your dream for this connection, whatever it may be, is coming true. And it's leading towards a balanced partnership. Beautiful. We have the number 25, which is the clouds, which tells me, of course, there has been some pain in this connection. But the clouds, I'm hearing the clouds are moving on. They're moving, they are healing, and storms do blow past. They do, they do go by. And, after the clouds disperse, then comes the sunshine. But we do have the moon. Instead of the sunshine, it's showing the moon. To me, the moon is a good omen. Even with this deck, a moon is a good omen. This is a light in the darkness. This is, looking forward to new cycles. We have underwater, sink or swim. So both of you, to me, when I see this card, the imagery in this just... water has to do with emotions, and it's like sometimes the emotions, the intensity of the connection can be overwhelming sometimes. We have acceptance. So whatever has happened in the past, you're both willing to forgive each other and continue with this relationship. You want to wave that white flag and be able to move forward. We have the masculine. So quite possibly the person, either you or your person, is the masculine. But with this deck, it's like quite possibly the masculine in this connection, is, to me, it looks like he's contemplating, considering. He's standing there in a space alone and by himself, and quite possibly maybe considering this peace offering, considering where he wants this connection to go and what direction. We have assessing risks. So quite possibly the masculine is weighing his options. What does he want from this connection? Where does he want it to go? We have faith, letting go and letting God. So beautiful cards here. This talks about, he's been assessing his options, weighing his options. Is this what he really wants? Yes. He's like, yes, this is what I want. I'm just going to surrender to this connection, and I'm going to have faith that everything's going to work out. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen, right? So let's look and see what is coming up for him, what kind of triggers he's triggering right now. We have the Six of Sorrow, lost in time. So lost in time. Six of Sorrow would be the Six of Cups. But in the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, talks about, I'm sensing like maybe he fears, a fear is coming on that maybe he's lost this loving connection for good. And there's no chance of it coming back, of it ever getting to where it used to be. That it's lost to him. And this is clarified by the number 36, commitment. So he feels that maybe a fear is coming up that this connection, the chance of having a committed, loving marriage or relationship with their soulmate is lost to them. They don't know how it's going to happen. So let's look and see how your person feels about, how your person thinks about you and the connection. What's going on in their head. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Tower. So don't get all frazzled, okay? Just because you see the Tower card, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't mean anything. I know a lot of people think that, oh my God, the Tower, or oh my God, the Death card, or whatever. No, these are forced changes. What they're thinking about is, they're thinking about, first of all, the Seven of Pentacles, wanting to put the work in, willing to put the work into the connection, the partnership, wanting to work on this partnership with you. And to do that, they know they're going to have to make some changes. They're going to have to change the way their lifestyle, the way they are at this time. They're going to have to force their way of life into shifting, into changing. If they're used to being single, then, going to force them to change. You know, they're going to have to think about what the future possibility is of not being single, of actually being committed. You know, that if they're deciding they want to have that commitment, that connection that they really, we know they want, or it wouldn't be a fear that they can't have it. So they know that to have that which they want, they're going to have to shift behaviors. They're going to have to shift thought patterns. They're going to have to shift their complete way of life. Everything is going to change for them, and they know this, and they're thinking about it. We have the number 3, waxing crescent, realization. They're starting to realize all these things. They're opening up to this possibility. They're considering it. We have the number 33, flower moon, blossoming. So 333 may be a synchronistic number for you. However, is beautiful because as they realize this, they're not fearing. They're stepping out of their fear, and they're blossoming into the possibilities of where this connection is going. We have I'm no good, toxic. Wow. Mind altered. I just want to escape. Contemplating. I have so much going on inside. I don't know what to do. And obsession. I'm absolutely obsessed with you. There's a lot you have to understand. Any change causes stress. Any change. When you graduate high school, it's exciting. It's an exciting stress. Any kind of change whatsoever causes at least a slight amount of stress. And these changes they're contemplating, they know that they're going to have to make, is bringing up this stress. And it's bringing up any toxic behaviors they have, any fears they have. Quite possibly your person may actually, you know, they may... it looks like they're smoking a joint here on this card. So quite possibly your person may smoke pot. And it just I don't know, they're stressed out, and they're like, it's causing some stress and some anxiety. These are huge decisions, and they may just want to chill for a little bit as they think about this, but they can't. It's like the sense that, you know, even though it's like these changes may seem a little overwhelming to them, because this is a whole complete shift. I'm just seeing someone whose whole way of seeing life completely is just being shifted. Absolutely everything. Even programs they've been raised with since birth, they're starting to awaken to this whole new truth. And all of this is all happening at once. And so they have all this going on in their head. And it's like they may try to escape a little bit so they can get a little bit of peace. But it's like they cannot stay away, because they're obsessed with you. They're constantly watching your social media. They're watching you. Like, seriously, they are. It's like an addictive. They're addicted to you. They got to watch you. We have recovering. So they are getting past those fears. We have come have some fun with me. They want to be playful with you. They want to, you know, tease you and flirt with you, and you know, maybe get you drunk a little bit to lower your inhibitions. I don't know why that came to me. Maybe they want you to smoke with them. I don't know. That just came up in my head, so that may resonate with some of you. Holding on to an old flame. They cannot let you go. They cannot, and I'm hearing they will not. They may have had to let you go in the past, and something happened and made them realize that no, they're not going to do it again. It's not happening again. They're going to hold on to you this time. So let's look and see how they feel about you. So we have the 9 of Gems, independence. We have the 6 of Wings, passage. The Tower again, crisis. And then we have number 14, patience, temperance. So So they feel that it's like they've been watching you, and they feel, damn, she's found her own. What's she need me for? Like, she don't need me. Or he don't need me, and this is causing them to be like, oh man, this is fucking my shit up. look how good she doing on her own. What am I gonna do for her? But then Temperance comes in and kind of tempers that a little bit. They're like, okay, hold up, Haas. Hold up, Haas. Like, just chill with the shit now. Go get your pipe, your water bong, light that shit, and once you need to chill a little bit. So also the Temperance, this is, to me, this is another twin flame indicator. So that's twice in this reading we came up with that. So it's like that again, these fears are coming up. So even in their heart space, their fears are coming up. They see you as this independent, it's the sense that you've glowed up. You glowed up and blowed up, right? From what they remember. It's like this huge transformation from what they remember of you. It's like now when they're looking at you, they're like, wow, like, damn, she's glowed up, and then we have soulmate. So they feel that you are their soulmate. Then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. There's something about your religious beliefs, possibly, that is affecting your connection right now. You may have, quite possibly, you have different belief systems. You may live in different countries. There's something there that's affecting this connection. Of course, that usually happens with twin flames. You're either in a different continent, or you are speak a different language, or you may a different race or a different culture. But there's usually some type of differences there. You may be a witch and your person may be a Christian. You may be Hindu and your person be Buddhist. There's something there. And then we have romantic feelings. Doesn't matter what's there. They know you're their soulmate. They know you're their twin flame. They cannot stop them loving feelings. They know that you're the person for them. We have, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. They're being called to ascend this connection, to evolve the connection into something more meaningful. We have soulmate again. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. We have romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So, I mean, look, you got soulmate twice. You got the romantic feelings twice. Wow. Y'all. We have respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. They have respect for you. They trust you. It says you have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. And they accept you for who you are. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So now let's look and see what messages Spirit has for you in regards to this connection. So we have, I will text you. So your person quite possibly is going to text you soon. You will be hearing from them. We have birth of a baby. So for some of you, you and your person, this may lead to such commitment as to have children together. For others of you, I'm just hearing this is because, that's not going to resonate with everybody. So for some of you, that's just, a new level of commitment. We have summer. So something may happen in the summertime. On my nose, y'all. Then we have start a business. So I feel like that goes along with birth of the baby. Maybe you'll be creating something together. Okay? So let's look at some tarot cards to see what messages Spirit has for you in tarot. So we have the Nine of Wands. to me, this is Spirit telling you to be courageous. You know, have faith, be courageous, that everything is going to work out. And I love this card because it looks like he took a knee, right? To me, this looks like a proposal card. That's not what the Nine of Wands means. You know, this is the ride or die. This is going to stand up no matter what happens. You're going to stick it out to the end. I mean, this is always, no matter what, you're going to be together. It's the being courageous and everything card, but in being brave. But it looks like he's proposing, like he took a knee. We have the Page of Coins. Pages are usually messengers. They're either messengers or they're students, you know. But this is someone who's willing to put the work in to learn more about you. This is what I'm hearing with this is, you know, wanting to learn more about you, learn something new about you every day for the rest of their life. They want to learn something new about you every day the rest of their life. Would you look at that? We have the Temperance card again. I think this is the second time we had Temperance in this. Is it the second or third? I think it's the second. So this is the third indicator of a twin flame connection. This is the angel for the twin flames. Temperance is the angel for the twin flame connection. So this is Temperance, the most, the deepest meaning to me for the Temperance for twin flames has to be the joining of the masculine and the feminine energy, the negative and the positive, mixing them together. You know, it's an alchemical connection and coming into union. So even though it does talk about patience, this does tell you that your patience is not in vain. It's coming into fruition. It's coming into union. We have the Queen of Coins. So this is going to be a connection that is going to lead to something more meaningful, something that's stable and grounded and lasting. And then we have Mutable Moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So this just tells me that, you know, there are changes coming. We have Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Do it. If you're being called to ask him or ask her, calling them or texting them, whatever you're being felt to do, do it. Spirit saying do it. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Just do it. Like, don't let your fears, don't let your pride or your ego get in the way. Remember, we have to shed ego. We have the number 15, Confusion. We have grown. There's been some growth in this connection. The number 11, the Union card, Journey of Love. The 11 card, most of us who's on a twin flame connection, who knows about twin flames, we know the number 11 is the union number. The number 2 is partnership number. It's always been you. This person has always loved you. And the number 35 for insecurity, but it says, would you say yes? So quite possibly for most of you, this connection is the person that you will marry in the future, who you're meant to marry, who's meant to be with you in this lifetime. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment. Every time you comment, I do add your name to the raffle. And at the end of the month, I draw a name for a free 30-minute reading. Also, I do have personal readings on sale from now until the end of the month. 30-minute readings are only for $25, only for a limited time. Thank you so much. I'm going to move on to the last pile. Hello, pile number 3. So if you chose this pink flamingo, life is a balancing act. This is your pile. So let's take a deep look and see what's going on with your connection with your person. And then we're going to look and see how they, you know, what they're being triggered by. And then we're going to look and see how they think about you, what they feel about you, and then any messages from Spirit, okay? So, what is going on in this connection? So we have love, the Three of Cups, the Child, Mask, Not Today, Abundance, Helping Others, Mentor, Lost Love, Decision Making, Legal Matters and Contracts. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause the video, blow my nose. I've got a bad cold. Okay, so we have the Love card. The Love card in this deck, which is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, it talks about love in all forms. So it talks about learning from different forms of love, whether it's a codependent love, a need-based love, or if it's a universal, unconditional love. But whatever love this is formed from, whatever shape or form it's in, it's one that you learn from, and you ultimately blossom into self-love. We have the Three of Cups, which talks about celebrating your successes when it comes to your emotional and successes, your successes that make you feel fulfilled. And then we have the Child. So all these cards, all three of them, talk about, hope for the future, hope for new beginnings, willing to take that leap of faith with innocence and naivety, and willing to do that. So then we have the Mask here, which talks about someone is not showing their true feelings in this connection. They're hiding behind a mask and not willing to take off that mask. Maybe they have an inability to express themselves. Sorry for that glare that's on this card. That helps a little bit. I put a shadow there so you can see it. And then we have Not Today. So possibly you've been ghosted, or this person, it feels like you've been ghosted, or they're not talking to you like they, communicating with you is actually what I'm hearing is the communication. There's like a communication issue in this connection. But then it's followed by Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. So even though, Spirit's saying don't, it's not always what it appears to be. Okay. So try to keep the mindset of a loving energy, holding them in love and light, and make sure you always come from a place of hope and positive thinking. So we have Helping Others and Lost Love. What I'm getting from these is that your spirit guides, angels, those on your team, your divine team, is trying to lead you through your intuition that not all is lost. It appears that everything is lost, but in actuality, it's like this person is going through things. It says decision making in legal matters and contracts. They may be in some type of karmic debt, some kind of karmic situation, whether that's with a person or an actual situation. Take it how it resonates for you. That may involve contracts or legal situations. They're possibly, I'm hearing they're going through things that you don't even know about. So remember to keep a mind frame. Not everything, I'm sorry, I have to tell you what Spirit is saying. So it may come off as sounding mean, but they don't mean it as mean, and I don't either. But I'm hearing it's not always about you. Okay? So I'm trying to say, I'm just real blunt, and I don't sugarcoat anything. So, the thing, when you're not hearing from this person, it doesn't have anything to do with you, is what they're saying. It's just, you have to keep your positive mindset. Okay. So then we have the number 17, which is the Fish. Fishes usually have to do with resources, so this is this is a connection that is abundant and prosperous. It's going to be abundant and prosperous. And then we have the number 6, the coffin. So, coffins to me in this deck, it talks about losses or illnesses, things like that. But when I see the coffin, I think of the death card. And especially when we have the fish here. So it's not, if it's prosperous, it's not the end. It's just, I see there's some changes happening with you in this connection, with this person in this connection. There's some changes happening. We have telepathy, telepathic communication, travel, calm waters, sun setting on drama, and making an effort, a thoughtful person, and caring connection. So what this tells me is that there's quite possibly some distance between you and this person, whether that's physical or emotional. There's some type of separation here. Of course, if you're not hearing from this person, you're having to keep a positive mindset. I'm also being told to make sure you listen to your intuition. There may be some type of, you may think, there's times that you may think that you're kind of going crazy because you're feeling like you're having a conversation in your head with your person. Spirit is saying that no, you are not crazy. This is actually happening. You know, your higher selves, you know, in higher dimensions do have conversations, and you sometimes hear these. Also, you can probably telepathically, empathically feel your person's emotions and what they're going through. This can happen sometimes when you're having a perfectly fine day. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're feeling agitated, annoyed. This often, or sad or depressed. Do know that sometimes when this happens, it is not your emotions. It is your other person's emotions that you are feeling. Anxiety, stress, anything like that. As far as you and your person, any drama is ending. Everything is smooth. Everything is fine. And it is a caring connection. So go ahead and make the effort. So what is your person being triggered right now? What's triggering them is in this connection. We have the 4 of sorrow, jaded. So your person quite possibly feels like, you know, they are the black swan, the black sheep. Maybe they feel like they're a bad seed and that they're no good. And this is clarified by the number 24, stuck in the mud. So quite possibly they feel that they are, I'm seeing in my head someone who feels like they are a black ink, black oil spill, like this blue blackness that just swallows up anyone in their life, and they feel like they're not good for anyone, and they just ruin people's lives, and that if they get you involved with them, you're going to get stuck in their same quicksand. So that's what you may have been feeling some depression lately from this person. So if that does resonate with you, make sure you just hold your person in love and light, and, you know, make sure that you cover yourself in this, imagine a light coming down upon yourself for your own protection, so you're not taking on that depression into yourself. So let's look and see how your person thinks about you. So we have the High Priestess, the 3 of Cups, the 4 of Wands. Now look at there. The Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful they think of you. So they see you as this beautiful, evolved, awoke being. This person who is highly intuitive, and they see you as magical and a little mysterious. They see you as someone that they can share happiness with and celebrate life's momentous occasions with. They quite possibly see you as someone who they think of you as someone they might possibly want to have this union with, this marriage with. And they're thinking about putting that change in action, starting this new beginning. This is a new beginning in action. This is the fire energy. They are wanting to rush in and make these changes, make these offerings, and begin this new beginning with you. We have the number 5, growth waxiness crescent. So they are, she has this clock here. They're slow and steady. It's funny you have the spark of life. So it's sparking something, but building something at the same time. We have the number 24, waning crescent protection. They want to protect you and this connection. We have the fear in reverse. Look at that. This is the number 11, the fear card, waxing gibbous. This is in reverse. So this tells me they have released their fears when it comes to you and this connection. Wow, that's beautiful. Limiting beliefs. They've escaped those beliefs. We have the number 36, green corn moon, patience. They know it's going to take patience for this to evolve to the level that they really want it to be in, but they're willing to do that. We have the number 22, waning gibbous, wisdom. So they may be receiving divine downloads about you and about this connection. Wow. They also, I'm hearing they believe that you are highly intelligent and smart. We have gossip. I'm ashamed of what I said. Quite possibly in the past, they've said some things that they know they can't take back, and they're ashamed of it. Then we have, there's so much anger inside me, hostile. So I'm sensing that quite possibly what they're hostile about is this karmic contract that they're in that's causing them to, I'm just really, especially when we have their trigger is jaded. So they've seen some things and they've experienced some things in their life that, number 1, they're not proud of. Number 2, that they still have not healed. They're still healing on some things. That's why it's going to take patience. Even though they've released fears, they've still got anger and resentment that they still have to heal from and purge. We have, I need more, satisfy my thirst. And then we have, only you have access. So they can't stay away from you. They know this. They acknowledge it. They acknowledge that you have their heart. Let's look and see how they feel about you. We have the number 20, judgment, perspective. The 7 of shells, illusion. It's the 7 of cups in the regular tarot. We have the star, which is hope, which is Aquarius energy. Doesn't mean you have Aquarius. It's just, that's what it is. 7 of wings, opposition. 3 of shells, celebration. Prince of gems, the builder. And 5 of roses, competition. Wow. So they want to resurrect this. They want a reunion with you. They fantasize about it, that this is their hope. They keep thinking about it. They can't stop thinking about it. They feel that, quite possibly they feel like you have options other than them. But it's like they're willing to do whatever it takes to win your heart, to get this victory moment with you. This 3 of shells is celebration and joyous connections. 7 of wings has to do with, sometimes it's some shadiness. So they're willing to be shady if they have to be able to get this happiness and joy with you. They're willing to do whatever what has to be done so they can have this celebration and build a future with you. Yeah. Because they do feel like they have this competition. Because we do have the 7 of shells in the competition, it's like they sense like that you have other options other than them. But you're their wish fulfillment. You're what they want, and they're gunning for you. They're like, that's mine. That's mine, and I'm going to go after it. Then we have make the effort. See, talk about go after it. They're going to make the effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. We have embrace. Through each other, you find missing pieces. They feel that you are the missing piece that they've searched for their whole life. We have a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. They want to tell you they love you. They want to win you over through affection. We have forgiveness. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. They're hoping that you can forgive them. And if there's anything that you need forgiveness for, they've already forgiven you. We have vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. The only person they have their heart for is you. You are what their heart wants. They can't see the forest for the one tree named you. We have humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same but on different paths. So this person accepts that you see things from a different perspective than they do. However, they're willing to compromise to make this work. Now let's get some messages for you. Spirit from divine source. What do you need to know? So we have July. So that may be an important month for you, whether it's one of your birthdays or when you met or some type of momentous month. Maybe there's something there for you. Only take what resonates. We have winter. So something may happen during the winter time in this connection. We have cocktails. You may meet up for drinks or go out for drinks. And we have February. So those months may mean something to you. You may have met at a cocktail lounge. You know, only take what resonates. So what else does Spirit want to say to you? We have the Nine of Cups. The Four of Coins in reverse. The King of Cups. The King of Coins. And the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. Okay. So what this tells me is that Spirit is telling you that this is, you know, a wish fulfillment. This is what your person wants. They do recognize that they may have masked their feelings in the past, but they're willing to move forward and take that mask off. They want to show you how much they love you. They want to provide for you. They want to take care of you. They want to love you. Again, the provision, because the King of Coins here, and that this person quite is your divine counterpart. Okay, we have Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. So while you're in separation, it is the time for healing during this time. We have Full Moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Fixed Moon, hold your vision. New Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And Full Moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. And then from the Journey of Love Union cards, we have number 19, Desire, I Can Still Taste You. And then you have the number 33, Your Perfect Custom Fit, Trust. So, I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed you spending time with me today. Make sure that you comment. Every time you comment, I will add your name to the raffle. At the end of every month, I do a drawing for a free 30-minute personal reading. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Namaste. Hello, so I thought that I would, at the end of each video, start showing you which decks I used for each video. So for this one, first I'm going to show you the decks that I used that you can purchase off of Amazon. I do have a link in the description box that you can follow to find any of these decks from Amazon. So I have Moonology Oracle cards, the Power of Love activation cards, Lovers Oracles, the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, Queen of the Moon Oracle, the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed, the Enchanted Love Tarot, finding somewhere to put that. We have the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, Dreams of Gaia Tarot, the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling Playing Cards, and Higher Love Soul Link Oracle cards. All those can be found on Amazon. Again, there is a link in the description box. Next, I'm going to show you decks that were created by other creators, such as myself. So the only deck of mine that I used in this reading is the Journey Tarot. Now, if you are interested in any of this deck that I created or any of my other ones, there is, of course, a link in the description box to where you can purchase my decks. Then I have Love Oracle cards by Island Time Wellness. And then by Bridget Rowe of Divine Essentials, I used the Masculine Madness deck and the Journey of Love Union deck. By Angela with Mystic Moon, I used the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot. I use Twin Flame Hunger Vampire Edition by the Fire Witch Tarot. And then by Rachel with Angelic Revelation 144, I use the Sacred Healing Journey deck and the Waiting Game. So any links for those are again down in the description box. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Bye-bye.